Hi, my name is Austin, and I'm a computer science major at Brigham Young University. I'm a member of the Curo team, PayPal for the developing world. Our team came together from BYU. We had a diverse set of backgrounds, but we had all spent a lot of time living in developing nations, and we were very passionate about microfinance. And we were curious if we could leverage microfinance institutions as a distribution channel to bring mobile banking to the 3 billion unbanked. So, what is microfinance? Microfinance institutions are basically small banks in developing nations that give out loans where other banks won't operate. And I want to kind of tell a little story about how we are solving some major issues that microfinance institutions have while simultaneously leveraging them as a distribution channel to bring mobile banking to the unbanked. So this is one of our first clients in the Philippines, and on the left is Norby. One of his major tasks is to update the loan balances. Basically, when people when their borrowers bring in the loans, they have to update their ledgers because they don't have bank accounts. A lot of these borrowers, because the borrowers don't have bank accounts, they'll be bringing in cash transactions. And so you can see on the right that there's a lot of deposit slips, and these deposit slips are a major pain point for microfinance institutions. Just simply updating and kind of keeping on top of all of that is very difficult. So this institution has about 20 staff members dedicated to simply updating the loan balances each week when people bring in their repayments. And this wastes an incredible amount of time, about 800 hours a month and $50,000 a year on labor. And this is something where automation and mobile banking could really help. So basically, we facilitate this transaction. We make it a little bit easier. We provide a SaaS product for regulated and established microfinance institutions. And it allows them to basically have their borrowers repay from their phone, and that transaction will automatically update their software. So kind of to sum it up, instead of $50,000 a year and 20 staff, we provide a system that can do it automatically. It's super simple for the microfinance institutions and very simple for the borrowers also. So how does it look from the borrower's perspective? Basically, a borrower will be able to go to one of our 200,000 physical load stations and deposit their Filipino pesos. And once they do that, they'll have money on their phone and they can do that repayment. And that repayment will automatically update the ledger balance with the microfinance institution. So the great thing about this strategy is that for every one sale we have to a microfinance institution, we get about 40,000 users on average. And so we'll go ahead and we charge $20,000 to set up the software, and then we make a 1% transaction fee on all wallet transactions. So we just set the software up, and then the microfinance institutions are responsible for onboarding, training, and helping the users with the wallet. We're focusing on the Philippines right now. It's a market that we really understand, and it's also a it's a large microfinance market. There's a lot of loans, a lot of borrowers, and there's not a lot of competition from kind of like mobile banking providers trying to cater to microfinance institutions. So I feel like this is an area that we can have a large impact quickly. So basically, this is kind of like the high-end picture where if we got all of those 500 microfinance institutions, we would be making about $20 million a year, and that's just off of the 1% transaction revenue. And we're actually moving towards a loan issuance. We're testing a new product right now, which allows us to take 3% of the loan on loan issuance. So they can issue loans directly to borrowers' phones. And that would triple our revenue to about $60 million a year, or our potential market. And we live in just an amazing time where the whole world is really becoming connected through their cell phones. And more likely, people in developing nations might not have access to clean water or paved roads, but they will have access to a cell phone. And we want to be the mobile banking provider who can come in and help bring financial inclusion and financial access to the next 3 billion. Thank you.